Hi everybody, welcome back to Call of Duty Modern Warfare Warzone, or Modern Warfare the multiplayer. This goes for both of them. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the Gunsmith customs, because the way that Activision Infinity Ward describe them isn't strictly true, or at the moment it doesn't really work the way that you think it would work. So, if you weren't aware of it already, you can earn blueprints in multiplayer or Warzone, probably in co-op as well, maybe in the campaign. And what they are, they're different versions of guns with attachments and camos that you probably haven't unlocked yet. So if you go to your weapons and you go down to your armory, these are all your blueprints. And they're not new guns, they're guns that were already in the game, but they'll have different attachments on them, and they'll have different camouflages on them. Sometimes they're unique camouflages as well, that you can't unlock as part of a challenge. You know, you've got to like buy the blueprint in the store, or earn it doing something. It's normally a challenge or something like that you've got to do, or it'll be something on the battle pass. And the thing is, all these different guns, as I say, they'll have different attachments on, and they've probably got attachments on that you haven't unlocked yet for that particular gun. So let's have a look for an example here. So if we take, for example, the Codebreaker, this is the Burst 556 weapon. I can't remember what it's called. And I don't use this gun very often because I'm not very good with burst weapons in Modern Warfare. But as you can see, it's got the shotgun attachment unlocked, the TAC ultralight barrel. Yeah, it's got some good stuff unlocked. So therefore, if I wanted to try out with this gun, if I go to my edit loadout and I go down to this one and choose the FR556, if I come over to the right, see what it says Armory? I can then select that, and I can select the Codebreaker. And this is now, you know, my version of this particular gun, and I can use that in the multiplayer, or I can use it in Warzone in a drop or in Plunder, something like that. Now, the idea of Gunsmith Customs is that you can combine, and this is how they describe it, you can combine blueprints, so you can combine Codebreaker, and in this case, Jerboa as well. But that's not true. You can't really combine them. All you can do is combine them if you have unlocked the level of that attachment already. So let me explain. So if you look at the Jerboa, you can see it's got the suppressor on. It's got the tactical suppressor on, you know, that yellow can thing on the left on the barrel, and the Codebreaker doesn't. So going off what Activision Infinity Ward has said, you think, well, actually, I can combine these two blueprints, and therefore I'll be able to put a silencer on the Codebreaker. So we'd go into this, go into 556, go into the Gunsmith. Let's get rid of, say, fast melee. So we've got a spare point to try. Let's go to the muzzle, and let's put on the tactical. Oh. Wait a minute, it's locked. I can't use it. So you can't combine blueprints unless you've already locked up. Now, if I got the gun to level 14 and unlocked the tactical suppressor, at that point I could then apply the tactical suppressor from the other blueprint onto this blueprint. But until I have, I can't. So it's a bit of a swizz, really, because the idea of being able to combine blueprints is that for guns that you don't use very often, you could still make a very effective loadout from them, because you haven't unlocked the attachments, but you can't. So let's go and have a look at the M4, for example. So the M4, I think I've unlocked everything on it. So with this one, say if I go to the muzzle, if we go to the top where it says flash guard, you see to the right that little box there that has the number 1 in, that means I've got some blueprints, and because I've unlocked the flash guard, I can go in and I can choose an alternative flash guard. Can't really see that very well. So let's go into the optics. So with the integral hybrid, I've unlocked the XRK Mark IV blueprint, which means that if I go down to it, you kind of have this slightly differently coloured. There's not much in it. That's a bit pants, that, isn't it? Have we got any others? I think a better example was on the MP7. Yeah, if we go to the MP7, if you go to the optics, there we go, thermal hybrid. So the default one is black, you can probably just see, but then the Bengal one is green. In fact, if we equip that, you'll have a better look. See how it's like camouflaged? But I can only equip that to this gun from that blueprint because I've already unlocked the thermal hybrid up at, I don't know, level 50 or something crazy it would have been. Let's turn that back to what I would have on. And that kind of goes for everything. So if we go back to the M4, if you go to like the commando grip, so I've got the default one, and now this doesn't change very much, if at all. Some of them are virtually the same. Yeah, that one's really the same. There's nothing on that, is there? The 50 round mag, you may be able to see a difference in this one. It changes slightly to the OG. See the colour changes a little bit. So there we go too. It's a little bit disingenuous, I think, on the behalf of Activision and Infinity Ward, because the idea of being able to combine blueprints is a really good one because you've earned them, and why shouldn't you be able to combine them, you know, in terms of attachments, in terms of camos? But it's a real shame the fact that you can only combine the attachments if you've unlocked the attachment already for that particular gun, which kind of negates the point of having the blueprint because you've earned it through using the gun unlocked. Anyway, okay, well maybe this will change in the future. Maybe Infinity Ward and Activision will change it so you can combine blueprints in what I think you should be able to, which is just anything with any of these blueprints you can use on any of the others on your gun. But until then, you know, that's it. So not quite as good as it could be. Anyway, put your questions and comments down below. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again soon.